knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Reds, monsters of the Midway. Knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look, Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Let it talk before the snow, we still gon' break holes. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we got a defense that love to hit. Polarize the league with our smash mouth D's. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Reds, monsters of the
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Panda and Grizzly Show. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Ted Kramer. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. Not too bad.
Yeah. It's been a busy day. That's why we're coming to you guys 45 minutes late. So I apologize. You never have those kids, music recitals. I did.
Nice. Nice. Mine's screaming like he's at a music recital.
It's not screaming, it's singing. That's what that is.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just wanted to make sure we got on here today because I wanted to talk about this draft, the breakdown of all the people that we had, the people that we picked, we selected. And as I said in the thumbnail, can I kick it? Because we drafted a punter in the 4th round. Now, I'm not against drafting punters at all. I'm not. In the 4th round, when you still need a center, you need more help at end. We need, you could get some depth pieces at the 3 technique. I mean, there's a laundry list of things you could be doing. I don't necessarily like it, but it is what it is. We're at that point. I know he's supposed to be one of the best punters in all of college football. What's his name? Taylor. Torrey Taylor. So Torrey Taylor, I remember now. Okay, so he punted a lot for Iowa. Lot. And did a great job. But here's my issue. Dang, how many times a game do you think we punt the ball?
Oh man, just what, last year?
Yeah, like if you take all the games, let's take all the games. 17 weeks. How many times do we punt the ball? Maybe 4 or 5 times a game.
Yeah, maybe. No,
let's go 6. Let's say 6.
I'd say 6. That's like 2-ish a quarter.
So 6. That's, we don't even get that many possessions in the quarter, but 6 times 17. That is what, 142. 102 plays. 102 plays in an entire season. This guy could be great, but it's only going to be for 102 plays for an entire season. Most people that start, like if you have an offensive line that starts, offensive lineman, he has a chance to play 10 times that.
Yeah.
That's the reasoning why I don't necessarily think you do that in the 4th round, no matter how good he is, because I think he is good. This is our 2nd time drafting a punter because we drafted one 2 years ago. This guy's a little bit different. He's supposed to be much, much, much better. Probably the best punter in all of Torrey Taylor is probably the best punter in all of college football last year. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely a good football player. I just don't think you do it in the 4th round. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Well, here, I looked it up really quick. So it says the average NFL game will have about 4 punts per team per game. So 4 punts a game.
Oh, 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 7 is 28.
Yeah.
68 in the entire season. Less than 70 plays in the entire season.
Yep.
And we decided to draft him in the 4th round. Okay.
That's insane.
I mean, we must be good because Ryan Post is playing like we are the world champs.
Yeah. Like we already got a solid O-line. We don't need any more help on the D-line. Secondary, don't need. We're good there. Like
the center is stout. He's like, oh man, no, this guy, you have no idea. He only played 7 games last year because they didn't know what they had. But I know. You better be right.
Yeah.
Because if we get blown up from the middle, man, we're gonna have some problems, bro.
Yeah, because it could be Lucas Patrick all over again.
Exactly. What's up, Derpy? Ryan Post personally called me today and said, "You want DJ Moore?" Oh,
hey, come on, man.
We gotta keep your name. Don't call any more Pittsburgh, Ohio numbers. No more. Stay away from that part of the country. Stop. Just stop, Ryan Post. Yeah, peanut butter and jelly. What's up, yo, man? What's going on?
What's up?
So Mars says, he is legit. I think it's fine as your last pick. It wasn't, Martin. It wasn't our last pick. And it's not in the 4th round. That's the issue.
The 4th round, if our last pick was in the last round, okay, whatever. You know, you're talking about like 4th round. That's a little bit past halfway through. You know, like nah.
We actually did have a 5th round pick. We traded back into the draft and grabbed Austin Booker out of Kansas. He's an edge rusher. So you knew you needed an edge rusher.
But you pick him up after you pick up a punter.
The punter. And I agree. As I said, Torrey Taylor might be the best punter in all of football. It still only affects 68 games.
Plays.
I'm sorry, not 68 games.
Plays throughout the entire season.
Yeah, ever. So, like, you know, I'm just saying, when you know you need this help and you're not really confident at center, I don't know.
Yeah.
Good player. Just think we reached a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We got Bardo in here. What's up, Bardo? We should have drafted Michael Penis. Penis. No. We leave that to Martin and his Atlanta Falcons. Which, honestly, if I could just go on a little tirade, I just want to say this. I have no problem with what they did. I think Michael Penix Jr. is going to be accurate. I think he's going to be very good. I think in 2 years they might release Kirk Cousins or trade him to another team. They'll be good now, and they're looking towards the future, especially in that division. I don't have a problem with what they're doing. They weren't going to win the Super Bowl this year, and they're actually going to be good for maybe 5, 6, 7 years now. If Penix turns into what they want and he sits behind Kirk Cousins, I mean, they're. I hate saying this team's name on a Bears podcast, but they're subscribing to the Green Bay Packer way of doing things. You know, why not?
Yeah.
You know, I'm okay. I'm shocked that they did it at 8. I think if you do that, you trade down. That's my only issue.
That was the biggest issue I had. I was like, why? I mean, I guess you really want to take that guy, but you can get some stuff and still get that guy. You know,
the rumblings were that if he was there, they weren't going to get past Vegas Raiders. It wasn't going to get past 12. So if you can't trade down to 10 or 11, or if you do trade down to 10 or 11 and Vegas trades up and you lose your guy, because you can say whatever you want to say about it, but the truth is, if you want that guy, you probably should just draft him where you are.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a horrible pick. I mean, definitely was good for us. You know, because we got a great pick at number 9.
Let's go, Roma.
You know, and even like Poles like kind of laughed. He goes, oh yeah, I heard
rumblings about this might happen.
Yeah. So yeah, he got lucky with that. And also I saw some people grading that and they gave it like a B+. I was like, Roma Dunze at 9 is a B+. You're crazy. Like
maybe they did a really hard. They gave it a curve.
Yeah, right.
Derby asks, who was still on the board with Taylor in the 4th round? There were some definite edge rushers. There were quarterbacks. There's definitely some centers. They had still probably a top 5 centers that you could have drafted at 4. That's my issue. I think you can trade back into the 5th round. You have picks next year, which they did, and got. If you really wanted them, you get them then. But you go center first because I believe there's so many more plays that you could play, and you really need a long-term answer when you are drafted that quarterback. And we've seen how bad it gets when you can't get the snap right, how it messes up your footsteps, how it messes up everything, all your timing. If you can't get the snap right, you can't get the protection correct. So that's my thought process. But Baby Poles just really believes that he already has that guy there.
That's a lot. That's a lot. You don't want to mess up another quarterback. Bears are known for messing up quarterbacks because of having bad O lines. You know, this is not a horrible O line, but it's not great either.
Great,
you know, it's
deep.
Somewhere in that average, and it's not deep. You know, right now, full health, they're above average, slightly above average, I would say. But if one guy goes out, then they drop.
Well, I do hard. Weird. I'm a God Jay. The guy that got from Yale in the 3rd round apparently is a stud.
Yeah.
And if he went to a bigger school, he would have been drafted. He's a 1st round talent. He's 6'5", 323 pounds, fast, great feet. I don't know. Maybe he saw something special, and he's done well with drafting offensive linemen. So I'm not going to hate on it. But
yeah.
Bartle says, I think Penix will be injured and out of the league in 2 years.
Wow, damn.
I don't know why. I don't think he plays for the first 2 years.
How can you be injured? Yeah.
Can't be injured on the sideline.
Yeah. No, he sits behind Cousins. Well, Cousins, how was it a 2-year contract?
So it's really a 3-year contract.
Okay.
It knows they have it as a 4, but it's $100 million that's guaranteed. So that's really the first 3 years, 2.5 really. You could probably release him in the 2nd year and be okay. If you after the 2nd year, you could release him and still keep your bearings, and you have a young, cheap quarterback there that you'll be fine with. So either way, I think it actually lines up pretty well with the rest of their draft. So I don't hate this whole Penix thing.
Yeah, it gives them time to work on them. Yeah,
exactly what they did with Aaron Rodgers. So, so you'll hear what I say when I do the team breakdowns. I'm sure we're gonna hear all about that, man.
Yeah, that should be coming pretty soon.
So now that the draft is over, I see perspective. I think you'd be surprised. I'm not, because as I said, as much as I'm surprised that they did this stuff, knowing that all those quarterbacks went in the top 12, and you really wanted to have your long-term answer, I don't hate it. Yeah. I don't. If you don't like Spencer, then whatever you're gonna do, what's going to be your long-term answer?
Yeah.
Peanut Butter and Jelly says Rome was a good pick, but Fuaga would have been great at 9. I'm not sure. You have to be. I thought J.C. Latham. If J.C. Latham was there, instead of going at 7, then I'm like, okay, you go J.C. Latham, you could go Joe Alt, those two. Fuaga, though I really like him, I think the difference between Braxton Jones and Fuaga is less than what we got Tyler Scott and Roma Doomsday. So I think that's when you go ahead and get the guy who could be the second best, most talented guy. I'm one of those guys who don't love shorter receivers, especially when you already have a shorter receiver who's your number 1. I would rather have the bigger, taller receiver. So, that's why I like the pick of Roma Doomsday. I thought that was a steal. I'm glad we didn't trade up. I'm glad we stayed what we got and stayed there and got what we got. I like it a lot. How you feel about it?
I like it. I like it. I look up where Fuaga went and it was 14. Well, I'm like, okay. That wasn't bad, but I like Roma Dunze. Everything like for the physical attributes that you said too. But also these guys were already building a relationship before they were even on the same team. You know what I mean? Like that's the crazy part. So you got two guys who can become like that I'm trying to think that 1-2 kind of punch that you always see around Brady and Gronk, and then you always have like a quarterback and a receiver kind of duo.
And it could be his best friend. It could be the special connection that you could have, and I think that's important. And I think it grounds him. I think it grounds Caleb because Caleb, I worry about his personality, but a guy like Roma Dunze, who by all accounts is special, a great personality in the locker room. He could be that connecting piece between the locker room and the quarterback who might not be able to relate with everybody.
Yeah, and also I think Roma Dunze coming into that wide receiver group, it's good for him. Like you're behind Keenan Allen, who is great. He's coming towards the end of his career, but theoretically, even if you just watch him play and see him play in practice, you're gonna learn a lot. And then DJ Moore, who's probably gonna stick around for a lot longer too. But man, like you as a receiver are with those two guys, like you're like, okay, like you're gonna learn something just by being next to them, kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So
and just emulating them, it's the Randy Moss, Chris Carter type of idea. You just emulate this great player. Keenan Allen, I think he still plays here 2 years. I know he hasn't signed an extension yet. I believe he plays here 2 years.
I can
they
see
do a
that.
1 year extension for $22 million, something like that.
Yeah. Especially if he has a solid year.
I think they signed it before camp.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think they do a 1 year extension, so he has now 2 years, $45 million, something like that. And they knocked this out. The Bears, have him for at least 2 years. And then you watch Roma Dunze turn into the player. And eventually Keenan Allen could be a 3 and who could still be a very good 3 because he's still a possession receiver to go along with Roma Dunze, who can continue to grow and become better and better and better. I think it's a great room. And then DJ Moore is just that dude.
Yeah.
That's just what he is. Already catching passes from Caleb. I love it. The only way this doesn't work, the only way this fails is if Caleb Williams doesn't become what I think he could become. But even if he's Kyler Murray, which I told you this is floor, with this much talent around him, he should succeed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I know we talked about before, and he's one of the few, if not the only quarterback to get drafted first pick, not even first pick overall, and not go to a team that is in a bad situation. You know what I mean? Like Bears have done their rebuilding. They built a solid squad. There's still stuff that need to get filled, but for the most part, like they're not like starting at ground zero. Like they're good.
You're going to a 7-win team.
Yeah,
that could have won 10 easily.
Yeah. So hopefully, you figure things out with your new offensive coordinator. Everyone starts off on a good foot. He has potential to be like probably like one of the best like first overall picks ever in football.
I think he has a chance of having the best first season as a number 1 pick.
Yeah.
I like Shane Waldron because I like something I heard today. Some offensive coordinators are so big on you having their timing down exactly that they tell you to switch. So Justin Fields always threw the ball or caught the ball, especially in shotgun, was left foot up and his right foot back.
Mm.
Well, they told him, you got to switch that up. It messes up our timing. Well, the reason why you don't like that is because you want the quarterback to feel natural, to not think about every little thing. And when you switch even his stance and everything, try to fix everything over one season, it never stays.
Yeah.
And that worries me. And that worried me about this whole Justin Fields thing when he was there. You want someone who takes what you are and builds a system around what you do. Someone who tells you, okay, here's the timing on this. 1, 2, 3. Step however you want to step, but it has to be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Give them the rhythm and tell them 1, 2, 3 ball, instead of trying to dictate how their footwork goes.
Yeah.
I think that's good coaching. And not everyone's going to be exactly what you want them to be, but if you can figure it out for them, it's so much better. Like, let them be who they are, but you just kind of accentuate who they are. Make it better.
Yeah. Sorry. Freaking cat is like he's like up my butt right now. But yeah. I mean, that's what you kind of want. That's what works so well with worked so well with Houston last year. You know what I mean? It was like, the coach was just like working with what was best for Stroud, and then giving him weapons, So yeah. So
do what you do best. I'm going to put a system around it that works for both you and I, makes us both look like geniuses, and it works. Instead of saying, you're going to fit my system, period. And I was concerned about Shane Waldron, but I'm happy with what I'm hearing. That at least he's trying to, use what they got and just make it better. Make it make sense.
Yeah. I don't say I don't know enough about him, but I don't feel one way or another quite yet. Like I say, I like some of the stuff he's saying, but like I never really seen what he is capable of. So
just look at Geno Smith. Geno had terrible footwork and terrible timing on routes. And what he did is he let him do it. He gave him a rhythm, what you need, how he needs to get the ball out, and he was able to get the ball out quicker because of the way he did it. So if he could do that with him, I'm not hating. I'm all for it. Try it out. So, all right, Bardo has a question I wanted to get to. Are the Bears a Super Bowl contender? Okay, so to ask this question, I want to break this question down. In the NFC, where do you think the Bears defense is ranked? It will rank.
Ooh, the defense?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, number 2
They're
behind Detroit.
Top 5. No, their defense is better than Detroit. And the NFC, their defense is.
I was thinking just in the division, no, in all the NFC.
I'm sorry, all the NFC, because I mean Detroit's defense was awful, but even though they got the DB, you don't know how long that's going to take to revitalize. They put good pressure on the quarterback, but they could never sack him because they didn't have good DBs. All right.
Yeah.
What up, Derek? How you doing, man?
Oh, what's up?
When you start going through teams, I think the Bears are still top 5 defense in all the NFC. Cowboys have taken a step back. They lost the defensive coordinator. Commanders are terrible. Eagles DBs were awful last year, so we don't know what that is. And the Giants. We know the Giants are. No matter you can add Brian Burns, but I don't know if he makes everything better. So I think that you can work about that division. We go to NFC South. All those teams are pretty much terrible. The Bears are probably better than almost all those teams defensively. Maybe the Bucks give them a run for their money. Maybe. Go to the West. Arizona, no. Rams. We lost Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Seattle's pretty decent.
Yeah. Niners.
Niners are great.
Yeah.
You know,
They're
so
probably the best in all of the NFC.
so that leaves what our division, and in our division, we're the best defense in our division. So the Bears are at least top 5, right? From what I just named, that's at least top 5 in the NFC.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Bardo says it. I say at least top
Okay.
5. Yeah. Atlanta finished 12 last year total defense and mostly and drafted mostly defense except for the number 1 pick, which the only thing you really couldn't do is get pressure on the quarterback, and you didn't draft the guy who should be the guy who should put pressure on the quarterback that everyone said you should get. You didn't get that guy. So I'm not gonna sit here and think that Atlanta is better than the defense is better than the Bears, because the Bears beat them, and actually did better. So
yeah.
Not bad. I feel like Pittsburgh got what they needed. Hopefully, they can make a good run. Well, I want to come back to this one because I would like to talk about this as soon as we finish this comment. I would like to talk about this because it's something that's coming up. Seattle, Packers, Dallas, San Fran, Bears. Not in order. In my opinion, not in order. I think the Bears are better than the Packers defensively.
Defensive wise.
Yeah. And I think Dallas has a good run, but they lost defensive coordinator. So the Bears are probably 3 or 4. So yeah, I think they're probably 3 or 4.
Damn. Yeah. Damn. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, in the conference, yeah.
Okay. So that's where we are defense. Wide receivers, where did the Bears rank in NFC? Oh. Is there a better trio?
I don't know.
Is there a better trio? I'm just asking.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a better. Maybe the Cardinals.
The Cardinals are awful. I mean, they're because you have Marvin Harrison Jr. and then they lost Hollywood Brown, and they lost Rondell Moore.
Yeah.
So
I forgot they lost Brown. I know the Eagles lost
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
You got AJ. They got AJ Brown, and they got
But then they lose. They lost somebody. They?
But I think they're too deep. The Eagles are too deep. Cowboys lost. What's his name? They had a bad year. They still got CeeDee Lamb, but I don't think that anyone in Dallas is top 3. Their top 3 are not better than our top 3. San Fran definitely got him. Brandon Ayuk, Debo Samuel, and whatever the hell you want to put in, even Jawan, whatever you put them in there. So I say San Fran. Even though going back to the thing I starred, we got to talk about that because that's going to be a big deal. I think they lose one. So very, very soon. But I still put Philly and San Fran, and then the Bears.
Philly,
There's no other trio.
Bears. Yeah, I mean,
you can argue the Bears are better than 1 or 2 of those teams. The Bears have a top 3 wide receiver group.
Yeah.
Offensive line, we've already said we're middle of the pack, probably 12 to 14.
Yeah. Oh, Seattle. Yeah, Seattle. Who'd you say? Did you say Seattle?
Yes, so top 3.
Yeah.
I will take I'll take our 3 over theirs.
Eagles.
DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and then and Jigba.
Yeah.
And then Jigba.
What Bardo said. Yeah, they're old.
Lockett is getting old. That's the thing. We don't know exactly, what Jigba is. So if Rome Odunze is better than Jigba, DJ Moore is DJ Moore, and we're talking about another possession receiver who he always catches at least 100 receptions because he's always open. I'm saying Bears are probably somewhere top 3, top 4, wide receiver, if not higher. Yeah. All right, so I'm just breaking this down.
Yeah.
Running back. We finally have a running back who can run and catch out of the backfield, right? With Swift. Not to mention, we also have backups that could do the same thing. All right? Yeah. And Roseanne is tall. Yes, he is. 6'3", he's probably the best high ball, contested ball catcher coming out of college. Just saying. The things are starting to add up, okay? You said the offensive line, middle of the rope. If Caleb Williams is anything near what everyone's saying is, and the reason we're saying all this, they're saying are the best Super Bowl contender. I'm just going through all of it.
Man, quarterback wise,
if he's anywhere near it, anywhere near where everyone's saying he is, I mean,
is he the second best quarterback in this conference?
No. I can't.
I mean, it's hard to tell.
It's hard for me to answer because I don't want to say I don't know if he's the third best quarterback in our division. That's in my opinion. He's the third best quarterback in our division.
I'm not fully sold on Love.
I agree. I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm not fully sold on Love yet. Golf.
Yeah, but I think Golf. They're more steady. They're you know what they are. They're going to be good. You know.
Yeah, and then Vikings got who did they pick up?
JJ. JJ and Sam Darnold will be their starter.
Wow.
You know. So, but the Bears are better than that, so that's fine.
Falcons are gonna be like we just talked about them. So they're gonna be
Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins during regular games. He's gonna be top 5. Doing important games, he'll be bottom 5. So he's somewhere in the middle. It's just
Young, Bryce Young.
No,
I'll
take Caleb
a lot
over Bryce Young every day. Bryce on Sunday.
Baker Mayfield. Yeah, but he's
his ceiling is just limited. He's good, but his ceiling is limited. Yeah. So if Caleb is anything that everyone's saying he is, I'm just saying quarterback's going to be decent. Line is decent. Running back is more than decent. Wide receivers are one of the best in the NFL. Defense is top 5. Would you be surprised if the Bears won 11 games?
No.
So now, do I believe they're Super Bowl contender? Not yet.
Yeah, no.
But I do believe they're a playoff contender. Yeah, I do believe this division might be the best one in the NFC.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%. 100%. You know,
can I see 3 teams get into the playoffs from this division, and then definitely winning another round? I could.
Yeah. This is the best division in this conference. Yeah.
So yes,
without doubt.
Keenan is old and always hurt. Roma and DJ are 2 of my favorite NFL players. Keenan, do you know he was hurt and old and caught 112 passes last year?
Yeah.
Here you go. Yeah. Old, hurt. We got like 1,370 yards last season without a quarterback for half of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my point. The dude is just a monster.
Yeah. Now he's coming here, you know, and he's gonna have DJ who's gonna, and he's
the number one coverage goes to DJ. Can you imagine having Keenan Allen on one side and then you have Keenan Allen and Roman Dunze on one side and motion DJ Moore over there?
Yeah. It's having those 3 guys, man. It is scary, and I was talking to somebody at work about it, and it was just like, damn, man, you know, it's because it's like, oh, we got DJ, but then you still got to deal with Keenan. It was like, oh, and to say you have a great defense where you can cover both of them, you still got Rome, and then you still got
tight ends. You have 2.
You got a running back who can catch out of there. It was like, what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? It's gonna be insane, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be so.
If Caleb if Caleb is the guy, that's still my thing. If Caleb is that guy,
if the line, but he could be the guy
in the line,
but also that line needs to still be good enough. It needs to be good enough. They don't need to be great. They don't need to be like, you know, all-time best O-line ever, but they need to be good enough to allow him to do something. That's the problem.
I still contend that the Bears lost their season in the first 4 games last year when Tevin Jenkins was out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, Davis going through his family stuff. Tevin Jenkins is out, and the center can't block worth a plug nickel can do nothing. So
yeah, they were still
that's
figuring
why I
out
think we
O-line
lost.
stuff last year. Yeah, playing musical chairs on who's going where and stuff. So yeah,
I think we got to put up the Bears schedule at this point. I think the schedule's not out yet, is it?
I don't think
I don't
so.
believe the Bears schedule is out yet. But I think that you're going to look at it. I think they could probably win 4 games in division. And depending on who, we know what teams they're going to play.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the opponents, and that's about it.
Yeah, because I don't think that they released the schedule for another week or so.
Yeah, that's about right.
But we're gonna see it. And I think the Bears are going to have a last place schedule.
So you already know, we got the 2, you see both of the Vikings, Lions, and
Packers
and Green Bay. So that's already 6 games right there. So we know about those. We're going against the LA Rams at home
without Aaron Donald.
Tennessee Titans at home. The Pats at home. Panthers at home. Seattle at home. It might be pretty interesting.
That might be
I'm kind of curious with that, see what's going on with that, especially with Shane Waldron and everything with that. That'd be interesting. Jaguars at home.
Yeah, okay, it's a decent team. It's a decent game.
Yeah, so those are the home games, and then away Texans. That's gonna be a pretty good one. Commanders away.
Okay.
Cardinals away.
I also take that one. Yeah.
San Fran and Indy.
I could see 10 wins, 10 to 11 wins.
Yeah. Also, we I think we talked about it last year. We definitely need to go to
Mark is waiting. Mark is waiting.
I know. Just to get Martin, got to fly out here. Fly Martin out here, and then all of us go to Indy.
It's a lot cheaper to fly to Indianapolis.
Yeah, they go to a Chicago Bears game at that point. 10 wins minimum.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Look at the opponents. We have a last place schedule. We're being better in the division. Montez Sweat already said, I ain't losing the Packers. So let's just say we split there. If we split there, we split with the Detroit Lions, which we always almost beat them twice last year. And Minnesota doesn't look like they're going to be winning this year. Let's say we in 4 games in division. We say at home. Let's say we win half the games at home. Let's say we probably go. Oh yeah, I think we have 8 home games this year.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9. Let's say we go 6-3. That's 10 wins there.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Jacksonville and Houston, though, I feel like they'll jump up and bite you. I think that I'm not even counting those as
as wins.
Wins, but because you have a last place schedule, you're playing comparable teams, so you don't see any team out there that's going to kill you. So because of those things, we have a decent chance. We really do have a decent chance this year with this team.
Yeah, and I'll be really interested because if we can go against Houston and Jacksonville towards maybe the end of the season, I'll be curious to see what happens. What was that?
Jacksonville will fall apart towards the end of the season.
Well, yeah, by then they always do. But even like to say somewhere in the second half of the season or something like that. Just because allow the Bears to get things figured out. And work out some of the kinks, and then go after like a Houston and a Jacksonville. I'll be kind of curious if they play them early on, like if that's like in the first 5 weeks, either of those teams. I think they got it.
I think we'll be a tough out. That's all I know.
Yeah.
San Fran's the only great team the Bears play.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. They're the only great one.
I mean, that's really the only one.
Everyone
Tennessee.
Tennessee's not good, but the Texans are good. Depending on when we play them, we still could do something with them. So I don't know.
Washington. Yeah, I mean, they gave away all their great D line. I remember last year how we were like, oh, they have the best D line in the entire league, and then by the end of the season, they just got rid of them all. I was like, what are you guys doing?
And we all say thank you.
Yeah. But the Seattle one would definitely be an interesting one. I would like to watch that one for sure.
That's an interesting one, Bartle. Diggs going to cause them to fall apart.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting. Peanut Butter says, I'm hoping Jacksonville takes a step forward, but we will see. Here's my problem with Jacksonville. Their division got so much better. The Colts made it to the playoffs without their starting quarterback. The Texans made the playoffs and then got better. They ended Danielle Hunter. They did more. So, I don't know. Jacksonville just is in a real tough place right now. And then Lawrence better do something this year.
Yeah. I mean, because right now, in that division,
Tennessee better too, though. They wouldn't have got now got left a tackle. So now they have a solid. Their line is better. I just don't know, man. That division is going to be tough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if you brought up AR.
Yeah, that's what I said. AR. They won at the playoffs without AR being. And he's going to come back.
Yeah.
And then they added receiver help. They're added a lot of help. It's good. Bartle says, until Trevor Lawrence steps up, they aren't going anywhere. I don't blame Trevor Lawrence, but you probably are right.
Yeah. I mean, he needs to become that guy that they thought he was going to be. He's good, but he needs to be like that undefeatable, the guy who doesn't lose kind of guy that they wanted.
Hey, he needs to be the guy that we thought he was going to take that step last year. He said, he was going to be a top 8 quarterback, and he never took that step. Yeah. He needs to be in this year.
Yeah.
So, ETN, those crazy 3 receivers that he does nothing with it. Yeah. And they're talking about ETN taking a step back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they downgraded as well by getting Gabe Davis. I think Gabe Davis is going to do well there. I think Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis. I think they did some good things, even with the draft. I think they're going to be decent.
Yeah.
But something I did want to go back to. This is more about news. Said not bad. I feel Pittsburgh got what they needed. Hopefully, they can make a good run. Now, the reason why on the Bears show we were talking about Pittsburgh was because my boy Justin's over there.
Yeah.
I thought the Pittsburgh Steelers did decent in the draft. I was happy with the things they did. Patanu, it was a great pick. I liked Frazier at center. I think they got him in the second round. They got the Wilson from Michigan, the wide receiver from Michigan. That was good. And then they got some depth pieces, which I like. But the reason I want to talk about this is the news that came out. They're talking about Pittsburgh is very close to taking one of these wide receivers, one of these great wide receivers off San Francisco's hands.
Yeah.
This trade is coming closer. It's getting closer and closer. I don't know which one it's going to be. Either one it will be would be incredible. If they were able to get either Brandon Ayuk or Deebo Samuel from San Francisco, watch the F out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I think we were talking about it this weekend, and that's good for, especially for, us Justin fans, seeing what could come out of that, stuff like that, but going over there with the coach, we'll see what Russ can do this year, but if he can't do nothing, you got Justin Fields, that's sitting there ready to go.
Let him run.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoy Fields on trademarking since Deontay Johnson. I think they go out there, grab a good receiver, and let me read the rumor exactly for what it is. Porter narrows down significant playmaker rumors about the Steelers. They said so. That was the things that they said the Steelers are going to be adding a significant playmaker to their and they're very close to landing this significant playmaker. We're talking about within weeks.
Okay.
So this could be Cortland Sutton from Denver. Because of course, Russell Wilson, that makes sense, right? Turn about Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel. T. Higgins doesn't make any sense because why would you trade him within your division? Yeah, but those three makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on T. Higgins because T. Higgins is not staying in Cincinnati. Like
he's prepared to stay there because he doesn't think they're going to trade him.
Yeah, damn. Well, they have to pay him though, don't they? Or not yet?
They franchise him.
Franchise tag him.
Yeah, they franchised him. So that's a lot of money they're gonna put out there. So eventually, they got to pay somebody.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
So I'll put Cup on that list, huh? Okay.
Cooper Cup.
He said, "How are they going to afford Higgins though?"
Exactly.
So the thing is, the contract hasn't kicked in yet. So yes, they signed a huge extension, but it hasn't kicked in yet. So they can still afford to pay him for a year or two. Joe Burrow's contract, I believe, kicks in next year. I think he only cost them $20-something million this year. Okay. Salary 20. So his average annual will be $55 million per year.
Damn.
Okay. But doesn't mean that that's what his contract's going to, that's what he's making this year.
Mm-hmm. So
from 2025 to 2029, he's going to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
In 2024, his base salary is $1.01 million, but his bonus is $55 million fully guaranteed.
Damn. That didn't say his base is only 1 million, but his bonus is 55.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy.
So, and then 2024 base salary, no, 2023, that's 2023. 2024 base salary. So the bonus is $55 million fully guaranteed. The base salary is $10.7 million fully guaranteed. 2025 is $10 million fully guaranteed for the bonus. His base salary is $25.25 million. 2026 is optional bonus is $10 million, and his base salary is $25.25. And it continues to go up 2027, 2028, and 2029. It continues to go up. So I don't know how they can afford to have those two receivers. Jamar Chase has to get paid.
Yeah.
And they have to pay him next year. So how do you pay Joe Burrow what you pay in? How do you pay Jamar Chase what you got to pay him? And then go ahead and turn around and try to say, oh, yeah, we had enough money for you, T. Higgins. You can't have half your salary going to three players. You just can't.
Yeah.
And it's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, having I want to say elite quarterback, but having a high-end quarterback, I guess. I don't know how to label Joe Burrow. But
we had him ranked as like the second or third quarterback going to last year. So, yeah. I mean, he's still there. Question is he good enough to win that division? I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on what you put around him.
But but having him and having two number one receivers is not cheap.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
It's going to be, that's literally, so Jamar Chase is probably going to ask for $33 million, $34 million.
Yeah.
All right.
I can see that.
T. Higgins is looking for $30 million. So if you're paying 130, the other 133, that's 63 to go along with the $55 million you're paying.
Mm-hmm.
That's $120 million in 3 players. The salary cap is $250 million. You had to put the whole rest of the team together.
Yeah.
With half that money. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I know it's random, but thoughts on the Chiefs, Mahomes, Pacheco, Worthy, Rice, Hollywood, and Kelsey. I'm not going to put Rice in there. I'm glad Kelsey. So basically what they did is they threw out Kelsey's last 2 years. Just the next 2 years of the contract, they threw it out, and then they're paying him more money, so he's now the highest paid tight end in all the game.
Mhm.
A lot of times teams do it. The last team that did this was the LA Rams. And that's when Aaron Donald did it. They threw out his deal and they gave him a massive raise. This is not a contract extension. It's still only a 2-year deal. But what it tells me is that Kelsey's probably going to be there those 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years and out. That's what it tells me. I think Worthy matches very well with this team. A 4.27 40. Got Hollywood Brown, who also runs a sub 4.3 40. Rice, if he gets out of jail, get out of jail free card. Is interesting. I like Pacheco. And I think they're going to add another running back, through the season. Chiefs' offense is going to be better. It's going to be able to stretch the field. They're going to be good. And they just won the Super Bowl. So, and the Bills are the ones who gave them Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like the Bears trading with the Packers. F them.
Oh, why would you do that? But the Chiefs are just how many more can they win? You know what I mean?
Mahomes, Andy Reid signed a contract extension, a 4 or 5 year contract extension to go with the GM. I think in the next 5 years they win at least one, if not 2.
Yeah.
If they win 2, then you winning. That's it. That's all you ask for.
Damn.
I know, kind of insane roster. They say, yeah. I forgot about the whole Rashid Rice. Yeah. Think he's getting out by the time the season starts, though. I think the NFL comes in and suspends him half the season. I say he gets 90 days in jail, huge fine, and had to pay the other 2 people, $10 million, and they suspended for 8 games. So
that sounds, You think he would appeal it though?
No,
probably not, right?
Yeah, the Chiefs tell him that don't. You're lucky to get off. Lucky to be in
so
this.
So you said 90 days in jail. So that's about 3 months in jail.
3 months.
Would those? So say if he starts that in the summer, I was gonna say what if like NFL season, because then would in theory the games he would miss during being in jail count as the game suspended, or
no, they can't do anything until they see the stuff. I think he goes to jail maybe June. He says 90 days for him. He gets out in 60. Just enough time for camp and all that stuff. By August, and then he goes there, does that. The NFL suspends for the rest of half the season. He has 8 games. So then he's available in October once everyone this kind of died down.
Yeah.
I think that's what ends up happening.
Yeah. And like you said, 30 or 60 days, you said, right? So,
so I think they say 90 days to up and go out by 60.
Yeah. I was even less than that. Because if it's 90, like half. So 45 days, I think.
The only reason he goes to jail is I think he made an opinion. They're making the example out of him. It's going to be a high profile, reckless endangerment at high speeds.
Yeah, I can see that.
So Keon Coleman is 10 times better than Xavier Worthy. So yes, Keon Coleman, in my opinion, is a better wide receiver than Worthy. But in this offense, when you have the speed that stretches the field, and you have to worry about the underneath coverage because of Kelsey, right? Because if you leave Kelsey wide open, he's going to kill you. He'll just eat you up, right?
Yeah.
So because of that, because you have Kelsey, you have all the this underneath guys, and you have Patrick Mahomes. Speed kills. That's a bad thing to say for a wide receiver from San Francisco, for Kansas City, but it really does. I mean, and it stretches the field so much that I think Xavier Worthy went to the right team because it hurts more on this team than it would have any other team. You know, but I do say Keon Coleman is very good. I 100% agree. I'm surprised he stayed there as long as he could. I mean, in the second round, I was shocked.
Yeah.
All right. And Martin says, hit the like button. It's free. It helps us put more content out here. Helps us to talk to you guys about anything you guys want to talk about. Please hit the like button. And I actually want you guys to join us tomorrow. So I mean, as Martin just eloquently put out there, tomorrow we're going to be able to start doing some things in Dynasty Pylon. Start looking and breaking things down. I've been waiting to talk to Martin about a few things. So I actually have my list here. Things I want to talk to him about. But after the draft, he's someone I really enjoy talking to. You guys would enjoy asking him questions too. He's very opinionated, but he has a very good handle on a lot of these things. So yeah.
If anybody missed, like because I know Wednesdays you guys did the rookie breakdowns, and we made little clips of each rookie, that you guys talked about, but breaking down each team, and I think it's divisions or something like that, and getting ready like that, and then you guys start doing predictions, what everyone's going to go for and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely super fun, and you start putting all the pieces together and start seeing like a nice picture of the entire league, and it's division by division. So it's definitely a lot of fun. Check that out. And it's really good if you're into fantasy football, which I think a lot of us are. If you're into fantasy football, getting ready for your redraft, getting ready for your dynasty draft, should be happening pretty soon. If
you're Dynasty, man, you better be working on who you want, who you like, what you're going to do in the second round, what you do in the third round, getting some depth pieces, looking at your team and trying to figure out what you really need. You need to be working on those things, and we can help you do that. We help build champions. We help give you the information you need. So I'm telling you guys, come up tomorrow. We need it.
Yeah.
You need it. It'll be good. Martin says he likes Keon Coleman. He said it. Yeah, we were talking about it before. Keon Coleman, good hands, good speed, good size, all the things you really want. He's well rounded, so I think it's a good pick overall.
Yeah.
Said rise up. Martin got to do the playoff prediction for this year. There's some teams that we really hit. There's some things that we missed on, but even the ones we missed on, one of us had a feeling about that team. Like, man, this team could be good. You can't tell me that everyone knew that Texas were going to be great. But guess what? I knew they're going to be pretty good. We always have a good rapport between us three, and we figure out some good things. And I think it's fun. It's a whole very fun time.
Yeah, it's definitely super fun.
So I'm excited. I almost did my team episodes today, but I'll give my voice one more day than the rest. Oh man, I want to see what you say about landing in Chicago, man. He said, yes, I will. Definitely do the playoff prediction.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew Nico Collins was going to pop off. So I don't know if you guys heard about what happened to another Texan receiver. Anyone hear about that?
Oh, with Tank
Dell? Tank Dell got shot.
Oh, is that what it is? Because I know he was like in the news, but I haven't like looked into it.
He was an innocent bystander.
A couple days ago.
Tank Dell got shot.
at a Florida nightclub.
Yep.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. See, I'm good. I'm all right. Don't worry. I should be all right. More than anything, you would worry about my injury, but don't worry about the shot. But you just don't do it. Things ruined in Texas. No, it don't matter. I think Stefan usually takes the second year to ruin the team, though. But that sucks going to Florida nightclub and then
year.
You get that Florida nightclub and next thing you know you lose it. It's just a flesh wound. He'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm trying to see like where he got shot at.
I actually didn't know. I don't know where he got hit. I just remember that hearing about him getting hit in the Florida nightclub. You don't need to be out there, and it's so hard, man. Yeah, he's my wide receiver one. Yeah, I know, man. He's gonna be on the injury list. That's what it's gonna be. But it's all right. I got some in my sleeve. I have some ideas. We'll figure it out. I can't wait till I have our Dynasty draft. I think we'll be okay. At least I will be okay. Because Puka is still there. I got him for nothing.
Nice.
All right, guys. I wanted to have an hour show talking about this stuff, breaking down the Bears. I think we had a good draft, but before we get out of here, Tank, I want you to give the Bears an overall grade on the draft. What do you give them?
Overall, for me, like it probably would be like a A, maybe B plus, but that stupid ass punter that in the 4th round, man. I would still say like maybe like a B minus. I mean, they traded back in and got somebody, in the 5th round was it?
It's a steal. This guy was a steal.
Yeah, so that's not bad. So I'll probably still give him like a B plus, somewhere around there for me personally.
Okay, I think the actual draft picks, I agree, B plus. But do I add Montez Sweat to it because he's really the 2nd round draft pick? Do I Keenan Allen? Do I Keenan? Do I add him because he's a 4th round pick? Where does it start? Where does it stop? But the draft itself, I say B plus. Overall, what he's done this off season, I'm giving him the A. I am still not totally sold on Caleb, but even if he's not, the second coming with this team, I think this team is good enough that we can still make the playoffs.
Yeah. Like if his floor is Kyler Murray, then I'm happy. Happy enough.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Also, I still don't know how I feel about him, man. I personally, I don't know how I feel about him on a personal level. Like he seems like a cool guy. Just something about him, like he's doing the whole like bear thing, and he's acting like he created this whole big thing. He's like, oh, why did no one ever did this? This is a 100-year football team, and like no one's ever did that. I was like, bro, I thought I bought the foam claw of it. I was like, it's funny, but it's like no one's going around going, like what the fuck? Like, no, man. Like,
first of all, Jim Carrey did the claw first. I'm just letting you guys know.
Yeah.
You're afraid of the claw. I'm just saying that. But I worry that he's going to turn into his personality is going to be very Russell Wilson. That it isolates him.
Yep.
Not that he's the same as Russell Wilson, but he isolates himself because his personality is a little strange. But we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's strange.
I think it's strange.
I don't know if it's strange yet. He's young. He's kind of a little goofy. I feel like he's very like arrogant in a sense.
He's the only child.
Very Oh, there you go. That explains a lot.
He's the only child, and he's very good, very talented.
Yeah. So I mean, usually only childs are usually pretty talented because they get 100% of the focus.
Exactly. Everything went to him.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't hate the guy. I know there's some people that just absolutely hate him. I'm not fully sold on him. Something about him just kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit. But like I said, like if he starts winning, I don't give a shit. If he wins us 11 games, yeah, cool. I'll be up there with him, fucking doing that.
But I can appreciate him.
Yeah. I'll at least clap when he does it.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, but
Aaron says I'll have a full breakdown of the Bears episode the day the schedule comes out. FYI, I'll do the same thing on team episodes and the draft order again. So he has it all broken down. He's going to start getting them done. We'll do, just like how we have the players. We'll have teams. We'll release those things also by themselves. So if you want to just wait for your team and break that down, Martin also does it live. He's fun to talk to live. So please get a chance. Definitely come in and subscribe to Dynasty Pylon. Come and visit us, talk about things, and like the streams and keep it going. This is all we got for the day. I'm glad we were able to talk all this stuff. I'm glad we were able to talk to you guys. Thank you all for coming down and listening. I'll see you tomorrow on Dynasty Pylon, and then we'll see you Sunday for the morning spike. Then me and Tech will be here next Tuesday, just like we always are, talking about other stuff with the Bears. Thank all you guys for being here. Tank, thank you for jumping in and being here. Always always could depend on you. So you're awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, love talking Bears too. So yep.
It's great talking about someone who cares about the team like I care about it. So all right, guys. So we will see you again next week. Same Bear time, same Bear channel. Hopefully we have a schedule coming out soon and we'll just keep on going. So see you guys later. Peace.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our